Okay, so this is dried, and you see how large the cells grew, which is pretty awesome. And I ended up with a little bit more dark in here than I thought, but that's okay. So now it's time for the reveal. So this is where I'm going to peel off the vinyl to show the face. And so this part I never put any Liquid-X gloss on, as you can see, so it comes off really easy. Just near the edge here. So when I'm peeling it back, I do it nice and slow, so that, you know, if you go too fast, you might rip some of the gesso off. So the Liquid-X gloss, it does work great as a sealing agent, but it can bind the vinyl really good to the canvas, so you just want to go slowly. And it gives a nice little edge. So a lot of people ask, how do I do the other side? Which I'm going to do in this video too, but I just hand paint it. And I use this edge. Now if I go over the edge, it's okay because you just let it dry and you can paint white back over. The only part where it gets tricky is if I had done the swipe all the way over the face and then there's cells here, you wouldn't really want to paint over. You would want to really take your time and get that edge nice and sharp. So just peeling back. You might be able to see the sheen from the Liquid-X gloss. Now it might be hard to see the female face because it's white on white. A lot of people ask too, why don't I paint this side first and then do it? I've done that before. It does work. Sometimes the paint peels off a little bit. And so that's the reason why I don't, is because a lot of times when you're peeling back the vinyl, it'll rip up some of the gesso, exposing the canvas. So I have to go back and fix it anyways. So that's why I just wait till the end to paint this portion. Because if I have to fix any parts where the gesso came up, or you get holes from the canvas, well, if I had already painted it, I'm just repainting it a second time. So just trying to save. Oh, see, like right here. So right there, it just peeled up the gesso from the canvas. So not too bad. But the good part is I can just paint over it with some acrylic paint. And I like to peel it kind of in the direction that it goes. So there's a little bit more coming off, as you can see, right near the nose. And then you can do that if it does want to rip. Alright, let's go this way maybe. Ooh, this one's peeling off quite a bit. So I'm just going to see if I can end it by peeling towards it a little bit. Okay, so don't fret if you, or don't worry if you get this. You just paint over it with acrylic paint. If you get where it rips up not only the gesso, but sometimes with the cheaper canvases, they'll have holes through it. So you could just patch it with some gesso, let it dry, and then paint over it with acrylic paint too. So, but that left a nice edge that I can paint against. And I'm going to show you how to clean. So I don't know if you can see. I'm going to try and do this. But there are some like really glossy areas. That is the silicone that came through and is just sitting on top. So here's my isopropyl alcohol. Just, you can get it on Amazon. I have a link on my Amazon page. And all I do is I just take paper towel, put some on there, and then I quickly clean. So you'll get a little bit that comes off, but not very much. Now I can't go back over this area until that alcohol evaporates, but I can go over like a different area I haven't gone over yet, like up here, back here. And then you just kind of do that to take the silicone off. And you just kind of want to wait until that alcohol evaporates before you go and take another swipe over that same area to get if there's still silicone sitting on there. So alcohol evaporates fairly quickly. Sometimes you can get the greasiness of the off on your fingers there. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, so that's just silicone sitting on there. So there's still some more in there. So I'm going to go back in. So you can see because I rubbed too much, I got a little bit of blue, but I'll let the alcohol evaporate and just kind of wipe that off. So, and anywhere you see it still glistening or shiny, that's going to be silicone. So you just clean it off, and then I'm going to start hand painting this side. And for this side, on this one, I wanted to do it with like a sandy color, like the beach. I did have a lot of dark in here, but I think it'll still be okay. I'm still gonna do sandy beach color so that it looks like she's the ocean wave, her face, coming up onto the beach. I think that'll be cool. I've had a lot of people ask about that, so it's awesome. Okay, so I've mixed up kind of a weird brown. I added some copper into it because I kind of wanted a sheen, so just gonna see kind of what we got here. Now when I do this side, it has no additives, it's just straight acrylic paint. So whatever kind of acrylic paint you want to use, you don't have to mix anything with it, because it coats it nicer when it's just straight acrylic paint. So this has no additives on this side. And it's got a bit of sheen to it because I did add some copper with some brown and yellow and white. So yeah. So all I do is I just go up against the edge as best you can. And it is nice because these silhouettes do create a bit of an edge that you can kind of push up against. Now there was that big area here that was missing, just like these ones. With these higher quality canvases, I guess, not the cheapest of the cheap. There's more canvas in there, whereas the cheaper ones you'll see like a hole. So all I do is I just kind of do this. I put a thick layer of the straight acrylic paint over it and then let it dry, and if you have to, you just put a second coat to really fill it in. See, you can kind of just push it up against that ledge and then pull away from it. Okay guys, so that is layer one. I'll probably put a second layer on it. I'm not sure about how I feel about the color because I have so much dark and gray on the other side, but I do like it. I think it might look better with the dark blue. But, because I think if I had put more turquoise and stuff in here on the ocean side, then it would look really good with a beach scene. But the nice part about acrylic paint is I can let that dry and just paint over it whatever color I like. So that's the easy part. And you'll see I switched to a small brush when I got in here just to do details, and then I just try and smooth all the paintbrush strokes out from the silhouette this way. So that's nice and even. And if you have really thick edges like this painting, make sure to paint those too. But I think it looks pretty awesome. I will bring you guys down just to take a closer look. Sorry about the camera shake. Oop. You can see all the beautiful cells in there. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody for watching my YouTube videos, and for everybody who's been visiting my CraftyJenn store. I hope you have all been enjoying creating your acrylic pouring art using my pre-cut silhouettes and stuff. And I appreciate everybody who's been using my Amazon links. Thank you so much, everybody, and I hope you have fun creating.